Alright, so Vertigo is in 1,000 little pieces, but now I gotta deal with these two.
Yeah, we shot his ass.
Welcome.
Now, to deal with Salazar.
Things on sale.
Now I got these two giants.
What are you buying?
What are you buying?
I don't know. Maybe updating capacity so I can deal with these things.
Come back.
I'm low on ammo.
Come back
No, I've got-
anytime.
Yeah, it seems like you got quite
Usually
a bit.
when I hit the giants, I have shit.
I think we're doing well.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well.
Anytime.
Trade of life for bullets, it looks like.
There's some bullets. Ooh, Luis's memo 2.
From the grave.
Yes. I've come back to tell you that the first Castellan buried the Las Plagas deep underground below the castle to hide their very existence. But when Salazar released the Las Plagas, no one thought he could bring them back to life. Because when Salazar found them, they were just fossilized remains. Everyone knew that the parasitic organisms could not survive without hosts, that they couldn't sustain life on their own. But when Salazar and his men excavated the remains, it almost appeared as if the Las Plagas were just waiting to be discovered so that they could resurrect. Several years later, unexplainable convulsions started occurring among the villagers who helped with the excavation of the Las Plagas. Then one day, all of a sudden, these villagers turned into violent savages.
That illustration on the bottom right is pretty disturbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like your mom.
They later found out it was caused by
My mom is insane! I'll kill you! I'll kill you, motherfucker!
Although they appeared fossilized, they were able to survive the long years by lying in a dormant state at the cellular level, remaining in a spore-like form.
That's very
Creepy.
X-Files
Yeah,
episode-ish.
absolutely.
Actually, there was an episode like where they
Yeah,
where they
very
did,
much so.
The Thing episode they did in season 2.
Apparently, during the excavation, the villagers inhaled the spores, and within their bodies, the parasites became active again. This is how the Las Plagas were resurrected. Even as I'm writing, the excavation of the Las Plagas continues. God only knows how many of these Plagas have been resurrected, not to mention the countless numbers of ganados that have been created. Their inhumane activity must be put to an end. If they are not stopped, people around the world could turn into victims of this crazy cult organization.
Amenhotep?
Amenhotep. Yeah.
Were we just talking about that bastard?
No,
Emotep.
I know, I'm
Yeah.
so...
either way, gibberish.
I think that's their kind of reference to Underwood typewriters, though.
To what?
Underwood is a famous like typewriter brand, and they're styled along the same way. Like they in gold above, it says Underwood.
Oh. Like Carrie Underwood?
Same, yeah. I don't know if she's of the typewriting Underwoods.
Yeah. Oh, I'm of the Underwoods.
I'm of the Underwoods.
Yes, welcome.
No, I'm not about to face the two giants. I've got this...
Got the dwarves to deal with.
You know, I don't know exactly what I'm about to do. I'm kind of hazy. I know I got to do...
Hi ho,
Chainsaw guy
bitches. Yes, he just lit himself on fire. Yes. Lay down and die because
What are they all drinking at all times to be able to
I don't
flame like
know.
that under breath?
Yeah, I mean, oh,
Don't,
man.
yes.
The winner head.
It is. A wiener. Oh, we got a fucking dickhead.
Look at it. I mean, it's got more testicles than it should, but yeah, we don't see it.
Does your wiener lash around like that?
Oh, when excited, yes.
When it...
Careful, Ashley. Don't get too close.
Shit. Give us that gold.
That reminds me, Tom, I told you about my bit of advice for all those young studs out there hoping to impress the ladies.
No.
When it, well, like in junior high and high school, all my buddies would be like, "My dick's huge," and like that's what they just for some reason love talking about how big their dicks were. So I made
Talk about how shiny it is.
I mean, just like they got their
Should be
shiny
different.
metal dicks, man.
Wait, what?
They just talk about like they're like, "Oh, that's my dick size," and like even the girls they talk like that. So when the boys were be hanging out, I just talk about how tiny my dick was.
Part.
Because you set the expectations low, everyone's always happy with the result. Tell me I'm wrong.
I just never talked about my dick size.
But
Like,
for some reason, that was just like a topic of conversation. Like, it's like, oh, my dick's humongous. It's like 1,000,000 inches. It's
If anyone,
okay,
if
the
anyone,
shit that teenage guys.
if
it's just
anyone was
us
ever
guys
saying that, I would not fucking hang out with them. That's maybe why I was a lonely teenager.
Man, you did not go to my high school. Man. I wish I had not gone to that high school.
I only talked about my dick size once, and it was with Jordan Harrelson, that same guy we were talking about earlier, and he was insistent, like, no man, he like told me how big his was, and he was like, no man, how big is yours? I was like, I'm not talking about this with you, dude. Like, I don't know why you want to compare sizes. This is kind of gay.
And that's exactly.
Why do you want to know?
That's
And he
exactly
was
the
like-
conversations my buddies would have, and that's when I started being like, my dick is tiny, guys. Y'all don't want to see it.
And so he like insisted.
It's like
finally,
a fucking burnt ass Cheeto.
Finally, I told him, and he was just like, "Oh, no way, damn."
Yes.
Damn.
No, I was like,
Yes.
I told you you didn't want to know, dude. Like, it's not like you should be jealous. I never get to use it. It doesn't really fucking matter. But I told you you didn't want to know. Why are we talking about this, dude?
It's so funny. Oh shit! Where did the dynamite come from?
There's a guy over there. Kind of
Oh, there
got
he
his
is.
attention so I can deal with him now.
Damn, fucking Tim Tebow back there throwing it.
I do not get that reference.
Football,
I do not
sports,
know.
something.
What is this football you speak of?
Foosball. Fucking Bobby Boucher.
I don't know who that is either.
That's the water boy.
He's not a quarterback.
He is.
Only in one scene.
That guy is just taking bullets like a champ back there.
Well, he didn't take too many. I was mainly the other guy who got most of them. Shoot the rifle.
There we go. Don't even bother getting up.
Lay down.
Lay the
My
hell
penis is
down.
huge and yours is small. Lay down.
Lay the hell down.
His has a plug-us in it.
Oh, so he can see
Hope
a lot
not.
bigger than mine. See, I'm a shower. He's a grower.
Damn, I forgot about that kind of shit. That's so fucking funny.
This is kind of an oddity in this game. This is the one spot where you can pick something up without it shining. There's nothing shiny in here. At
Maybe
all.
you went around or something?
Yeah. No, there is. Okay, I was stupid.
Oh, okay.
I just never looked at it from
Yeah,
that
it
angle.
doesn't-
I was just found it by just pressing X, 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 X.
X.
I've proven you wrong. Don't you feel stupid now?
Like a fucking retard.
See,
God.
what if that had missed and like gone off and like hit where you were? With that dynamite in there.
Well, I suppose I would be dead.
In Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, that would, I don't know. That would make a quick end to the game right there.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be it.
There's another one of these fuckers. Carrying dynamite. Yeah.
Oh, he did.
Who's dead?
Oh, you know.
That guy.
That guy. You know that guy? Oh yeah, that guy's sweet.
That
It was
guy.
the Paul Giamatti one.
So have y'all heard of the Paul Giamatti one yet? Then there's Grandpa Pancake Hat.
Grandpa Pancake Hat.
Yeah, he's wearing like the smart cap, like he's just
Sounds like
he's
something from,
old guy with the white beard.
Like something from a kid's book.
There's the crone that holds the knife, and she's got the blue top and the white dress on.
What, you mean Sarah Planetall?
fuck Sarah Planetall. God, I hate everything about that book.
Dude, I do too. You know me. You know I.
Oh,
We've
my
talked about
God.
that.
Just again, get out of here, baghead. And we know you're just Paul Giamatti under there.
Why go with those bags? I can't see through my eye hole.
Just-
Your wife cut them wrong. Don't talk about my wife. Alright, we ride the horses. and then we put the bags on.
Look at those 2 pigeons. There's Grandpa Pancake Cat. That's him right there. Oh! Sweet Jesus. So, the last time Lynn and I went to, it was like around Christmas time when we went to Texas to visit her family. We, like on the way back, we're listening to this like program she likes called Radio Lab. And they were talking about, on this program, like the title, like the kind of topic they were going to talk about that day was called Oops. And it was like different things in just, you know, different stories that they had heard and collected over like the period of time that they're given that dealt with like one person, like an unintended consequence of someone's actions. You know, so like just completely like ironic circumstances of where they try to do something and this
You mean like
really
penicillin?
crazy, yes, exactly, or like champagne.
Yeah. I've tasted the stars.
And so I've tasted the stars.
Because I'm shitty drunk.
Yes.
And that was a monk.
They were trying to make wine, right? And it just, the bottle carbonated or something. But I don't know, they also explain that in The Rock. There's a scene where he says that in The Rock. But no, okay, so one of the first ones is, this woman is at the beach with her husband, and she's off for a walk or like a run, and just gets, got the dynamite. Can you run with that? Yeah. Didn't know if it was like the fuel in Resident Evil 1 where you had to walk it back, which would be a bitch. Yeah.
Sucks. Forgot about that shit. You're bringing back bad memories, Tom.
Yes. No, but she's like exercising, and she is, you know, just she's out for a jog, and she gets assaulted by this guy on her run. And like as she's telling the story, she says like the first, you know, just I mean miraculously the first thing she does is she like tries to memorize the guy's features so that if she survives, she can identify the guy or tell the cops what he looked like. And so he kind of like, you know, leaves her for dead, or like leaves her there, and she like wakes up like several hours later on the beach alone. And so she like lays there a little bit longer to see like if he's watching her or something. And then after what she felt like, you know, I guess like half an hour of just laying there, she gets up and makes her way back. And she, you know, of course reports it and all that. And the police line up these guys, and she sees this guy that matches her description. She like, it just instantly feels in her body like, this is that fucker that did this to me.
Twin?
Yeah. No, not a twin. And so they...
A clone!
A clone. It was a clone. No, so, you know, they go through the trial. The guy has a shitty alibi. He is, like, kind of a weird, creepy, unlikable guy. So it's just, like, cut and dried case, you know what I mean? They legally send him to jail, you know? And years go by. 18 years go by.
Fuck.
And in DNA, they prove that he was innocent.
Fuck.
He was not that man. Now, weirdly enough, whenever the woman sees photographs of him and stuff like that, she gets that same reaction. So she wondered, oh god, I forgot about this shit.
Oh no, SM Giants.
Holy shit. Alright, what's your strategy here, Dill? I'll continue this story here now.
I'm gonna tank one into the lava. I've tried to kill both. It's fucking impossible. Tank one in the lava and then take the other one out the same way you did the other giant.
Okay.
He can move way faster though.
Oh, I forgot you can open the door
Yep.
and send him through.
He's lumbering so fast you still gotta... Now.
Yes!
Nice.
Now I gotta run. He's still grabbing me in the lava.
Oh, that's right.
That death makes you feel stupid because
Yeah.
you're safe and then wham into the lava.
Getting all over and martelled up
Yeah.
there.
You know, continue your story. This is the same battle as the other giant. You continue your story.
Oh, okay. All right. So, you know, like I was saying, and
fuck
she
yeah,
had
yeah.
dedicated a lot of her life to like educating criminals on the consequences of their actions. Like, you know, this is how what you do affects people and all that. She was actually scheduled to have her actual rapist in her class. Like, she would go to prisons, like not even like a couple weeks later.
Wait, explain that.
Like, she's going to prisons and she's like educating criminals on like their actions, and like the guy that actually raped her is already in jail. Like, they find
she
like this is the
doesn't
guy,
know?
and she doesn't know. Well, like after they find out it was him, it was like, oh, this is the, she was scheduled to have that guy in her class, But weirdly enough, when she looks at like the photograph of the guy that does assault her, she feels nothing. She's just like, whatever. That's the guy. So time goes by, and fast forwarding a lot here, but essentially she makes her peace with the guy she sent to jail, and he makes her peace with her. It's like,
sorry.
Yeah, just they meet, she apologizes, he understands, and all that. Well, more time goes by, and this woman that had gone out to interview him has gone missing. And
not to interview who?
To interview the guy that was blamed for her assault. And now this woman that has gone, she works for like this Auto Trader magazine, and she's gone out to interview him for this like car he was selling and restoring, and she's gone missing. And so of course all these people are like, no, there's no way, like he's not that guy, So so many people rallying for his innocence, including the woman, Well, the man's nephew comes clean later, and they had raped and killed that reporter, and together.
That guy, had he done it before?
He had,
Did he have
no
a criminal
idea.
history?
That's the thing. It's like, no, he had no criminal history. It was like,
may have been going
was
to
he
prison
unhinged and
go
going prison?
fucking crazy.
Going to prison made him just go fucking crazy, or she got that feeling when she looked at him because that's the guy that he always was. Like, that's just like, fucking terror. When you hear that, I don't know. The first time I heard that, I was just like, oh my god. Another kind of crazy one too is like later on in the episode they tell you there was this man.
So it was his clone. Okay, gotcha.
Yes, so it was his clone. Now there was a man that worked for the CIA, and he was also teaching at Harvard, and they got a back hole the size of Luis's chest hole.
No.
But he was working for the CIA, and he was also teaching at Harvard at the time. And so he was doing like interrogation practice there, and he was kind of seeing like how long it would take certain people to break. And of course, part of this interview process of you're being aggressive, so you're completely humiliating your subject. And this one, young man was just fucking livid when they did it to him, and they had just bullied him and intimidated him. And
I've got something cool to tell you after you're done with the
okay,
story.
hell yeah. Well, and one of the comments that they made to him was, what is this shit on your face? Is this supposed to be a beard? Which will come into play later. But the man, was freaked out by it. And in fact, they recovered a journal later written by this man in which he marks that incident in which they practiced those interrogation techniques on him. And this was like part of a college course. So he was like not told. They just did this to him in class, Mm-hmm. Just imagine just finding like this journal and he, they're trying to communicate like that he was just fucking furious, like could not believe that this person would treat him that way, and that was allowed to treat him that way. And that kind of to the point where he just was like, someone needs to fucking punish people like this. The human race is a shithole kind of, idea. That man wound up being, who that was Ted Kaczynski.
I don't know who that is.
It's a Unabomber.
The Unabomber?